Hello everybody, happy new year. I want to show you a very quick tool that you can use to exit your trade. So I'm talking about exiting a profitable trade. So you got into a trade, so you bought or you sold, and then you are looking for where to exit. So I have a good news for you. This tool, I have spoken about it before. It's very useful. So don't discount it. It might work for you. So you know what it is? I'll show you. This is an indicator here. I'm sure most of you are knowing already. It's called a pivot point. Okay, the pivot point. So I got this pivot point here, and the good thing about this pivot point for this particular version is that you can set a time frame of when you want it to be calculated. Okay, so usually a daily time frame is the right one to use. Okay, but some people might use a weekly pivot or monthly pivot or 4-hour pivot. I use a daily pivot, and it has different calculation mode. Okay, so you have the classic 2, Camarilla, the Woody, Fibonacci floor, and Fibonacci retracement. So all these are different mode of calculations. The best one I've used or think is good is the Fibonacci. So it's the Fibonacci mode of the same pivot points. Okay, yeah, you can go and read about how to calculate it, but I'm going to show you how I use it. Okay, so displaying mode, historical. Most of these settings are adjustable, but for example, if you are using RSI, these are all the calculations, Fibonacci levels. You can see 38 level, 61 level, 100 level, and so on and so forth. So these are adjustable. Most of the colors here are set. If you want to set all these level true or false, you can change them here. Anyone that you set to false, it will disappear. Okay, so for now, let's leave both the pivot point, the support level S1, S2, S3, S4, the resistance level R1, R2, R3, R4. Let's leave them all on. Okay, so all this color, you can change it to whatever that pleases you, and you can make the color the type solid or whatever you want it to be, or dash or whatever it is, and the size. So it is all adjustable. Okay, so there you go. So now we got this. How do I use it? Okay, I've just said to you that the main reason why I use this is to find my exit. Where do I exit my trade once I got in? Okay, the pivot point itself, which is the PP level, this P level here, this is the central point. Okay, so from here you have the support levels, and from that line you have the resistance level. Okay, so assuming that you have gone into a trade with SBS, for example, you all know what is SBS. If you don't know that strategy, look at some of the videos on the YouTube or my channel. Okay, so you got into a trade, right? SBS strategy or moving average or whatever you use, and you want to exit. Okay, if you are in a buy position, your target will be resistance 1, resistance 2, resistance 3, and 4. So what I used to say is this: split your trade into multiple positions. It could be 4 positions, and then R1 will be your first target, R2 your second, third, and fourth. Okay, similar if you are in a sell position, depending on where you have sold from, you can target S1 as your TP1, S2, S3, S4 as your TP4. Okay, the result will be different each day, but as you can see, this is a 1 hour chart, and this is a daily separator. This line, this is what has been happening since the beginning of today. You can see we hit resistance 1 here, R1, and we reverse. This is yesterday. So you see we hit R1 again, we reverse, and then if you had sold, your exit will be either S1 or S2. Okay, your TP1, TP2. You can see you will maximize your point. Okay, 3 days ago, similar story with targets. This is SR2. So this is R1, R2. Okay, and before then, let me make sure we can scroll it. 4th day to go. You see, this is R what? This is this one is the pivot point. This is R1, R2, R3. Okay, you can see this one target R3 as well. That is nearly R3. So this is what I use once I'm in a trade to find my exit. So every day you got opportunity to define where you exit from. Sometimes it's right to the point. You can see R3 there to the point, R3 there to the point. On this day, this one is this is S2. Okay, so depending on which trade you take, if you take a buy, you will use resistance level to exit. If you take a sell, you will use support level to exit. Okay, so this is an indicator that is common. A majority of you knows it already. So if you don't know it, or you don't have it, or you want to use mine, okay, I'm gonna leave a link in the description where you can download it for free. Don't try and put your email address at all. Just click that link and then you can download it. Okay, so this can be used for any currency pair. So let's just pick any currency pair here. So let's check this one out. Okay, so as you can see today, if you are in this particular buy trade, so you target 1, 2, 3, 4. So now you are out of the 3rd TP, you are looking at the 4th TP. Let's pick something else. Pound New Zealand. Okay, now today you can see if you are in a sell position, you'll be targeting your S1, which you have got, S2 you have got, S3 you have got. Okay, so as you know, when you hit your TP target, you move your stop loss to break even. Okay, so that you are not going to lose everything you've got. All right, so you can use it on any instrument. New Zealand US dollar, okay, GBP, Swiss francs. This is right at the S1 level. Euro Australia, right on the S1 level. The day is still young. Pound dollar, okay, this is on the this is the previous point, and it's tried to reach the S1, not yet. CAD Japanese yen. All right, so on the pivot point, hit the S1 level, and so on and so forth. So this is a very important tool that I use for exiting my trade. So I use it to exit both the buys, the long trade, and the short trades. Okay, you don't necessarily have to use it to enter the trade, but though it is possible to use it to enter the trade in combination with other indicators. So if you find it useful, give us a thumbs up and use that link to download the indicator. All right, thank you. I'll speak to you shortly. It's Dari.